Hi everyone, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. Remnants of Hurricane Beryl making its way across the Midwest. Here's a current outage image for different states. Yeah, New Hampshire has got roads that are washed out. Michigan currently has 30,000 people without power. Let's see here. New York has 44,000 people without power. 32,000 in Pennsylvania. Indiana, 138 plus thousand without power. A lot of downed trees and power lines. Illinois, 253,604 without power. We're still praying for Texas. There is 144,194 people without power in Texas as of I'm making this video, which is about 8 o'clock in the morning. Hi everyone, I'm Mary with Mary Greeley News. Thank you very much for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, there in Chicago, there was tornado sirens going off. Lots of downed trees and power lines. All available crews are currently out making necessary repairs to restore power as safely and as quickly as possible. The utility company said due to the extensive damage, it could not provide any estimated timeline for power restoration. The National Weather Service reported multiple storm-related issues on its website. Indianapolis, for example, reported multiple downed trees and power lines. Indianapolis International Airport reported 58-mile-an-hour gusts early this morning, today, Tuesday, July 16th. A report from Westfield indicated a 55-mile-an-hour wind gust at 12:43 a.m. Knott's, Porter County, reported a 76-mile-an-hour gust at 11:15 p.m. last night. NWS received multiple reports of downed trees and power lines. In Kokomo, storms broke tree limbs and tore the shingles off of a house. In Sharpsville, strong winds blew over a semi on US 31 around 12:40 a.m. today, according to another report. Here's a report from Chicago that I seen on Twitter. Several responses for porch collapse issues, downed trees, no injuries reported yet. Thank God for that. Power outages over various neighborhoods. 70 in Campbell trees down on most of the block. That's going to be a big cleanup. In Crown Point, NWS reports indicated downed trees and power poles. Multiple reports around the state indicate damage from the thunderstorm, with a handful of reports concerning lightning strikes. ComEd put out a statement saying, "We know that some of you are without power, and we appreciate your patience as crews work to restore outages," the message read. Based on the history of similar storms of this size across the ComEd service area, we expect 80% of outages to be restored by Wednesday, and the remaining customers restored by Friday. Oh, that's just terrible. Going that long without power, without air conditioning and the humidity. Yeah, sending prayers. Think of all the people that require life-saving equipment, oxygen machines, different things like that. The storm damage also impacts commuters. There has been widespread storms that left dozens of uprooted trees and downed power lines in its path, including in Grant Park, leading to multiple lights being out. In Indiana, in Lake County, a woman suffered fatal injuries when a tree fell on her house there in Lake County, the coroner said. So there is one death. So very sad. According to officials, I-55 near Shanahan in Will County is expected to remain closed for at least 12 hours due to downed power lines. Overall, storm damage was reported across the entire Chicago area, spanning from Shorewood in Will County to North Shore of Chicago along the lakefront. According to Metra, riders Tuesday morning could expect delays due to storm impacts. It has been years and years since we've seen something like this. NBC5 Storm Team meteorologist Kevin Jeans said late Monday. The storms marked the second straight day of severe weather to hit the area, with rare tornado touchdowns reported in Chicago itself. Chicago saw as many as 15 tornado warnings Monday evening. The local news service said that widespread warnings and moderate risk was rare for July. Pretty much every single county had a tornado warning last night. On West Polk Street in Chicago, a giant uprooted tree on a sidewalk had crushed a parked car. There at Cedar Lake, Indiana, a 44-year-old woman was killed inside her home after a tree fell on top of it. Also, I believe it's Indiana in Shorewood. There was a reported tornado on the ground that hit fallen trees, covered yards, and even partially collapsed a roof. King County Sheriff Office spokesperson said there was a report of a tornado along I-88 near Route 47. Initial reports of winds up to 100 miles an hour were reported in Homer Glen and New Lexington just after 9:30 p.m. last night. At 820 North Pulaski in Chicago, a building collapsed, and it's unclear if there was any injuries there. There were also reports of tornadoes at both Midway and O'Hare airports. Because of the storm, Chicago Metropolitan Water Reclamation District is telling residents to limit water use. The agency issued an overflow action day alert. That means water should be used for only absolute necessities. Last night's storms turned out to be deadly and destructive. It blasted across the Midwest Monday night, packing hurricane-force winds. Gusts and tornado caused extensive damage to communities along nearly a 500-mile-long path extending from Iowa to Indiana. And yeah, I've been reporting, telling you about what's happened there in the Chicago metro area. Some buildings were also damaged, their roofs ripped off. Yeah, there was 16 tornado warnings. It is the third most tornado warnings issued in one day from the National Weather Service office there in Chicago. These storms initially started there in central Iowa after about 3 p.m. Central Daylight Time. There was reports of 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts and golf ball size hail. There in Illinois, they reported a derecho with winds of 105-mile-an-hour wind gusts at Camp Grove. There in Chicago, the storm started about 9 p.m. last night. That's when the tornado warnings were issued. Chicago Midway Airport reported 2 tornadoes, while one was reported at O'Hare Airport. Here we have a close-up of Illinois and the different locations where the power is out. It looks like here, Stark County, we got 1,586 people out. Marshall County, 4,512 people out. Henry, 4,000, almost 5,000. And then we got Carroll with 2,692 people out. Yeah, it's going to be a hot, muggy day. Yeah, please stay safe. Hopefully maybe you got some kind of power backup system. And if it's a generator, please don't put it in your home or in your garage or where the exhaust can go into your home. Yeah, electric power banks are really the best. Anyways, what are your thoughts? What was your experiences last night? Thank you for watching. Looks like Will County's got the most, 50,363 people that are out. Yeah, please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.